my name's Rich Harrington, and welcome to this edition of Understanding Adobe Photoshop. Today, we're going to tackle gradient maps, which are a great way to colorize an image. Earlier, you learned about gradients, which is a gradual blend from one color to the next, or multiple colors. Well, those colors can be mapped to your photo based upon the tonal range of the image, applying some colors to the darker areas and another color to the brightest areas. Let's see how it works. I've opened up an image here that already has a few different gradient maps. Now, you can choose to work these however you'd like, but to add a new one, you click down here at the bottom and choose Gradient Map. Now, you have to be careful not to choose the normal gradient. It's the gradient map at the bottom. Once you do this, a new gradient is applied, and you can see it up here in the Adjustments panel. If you want to modify that, just click and it'll actually come up, and you could choose any of the other gradients that you've created or that are available in the preset list. So if you want to give this a metallic look, for example, you can go with the silver, and we see a cool sort of silver toning effect. Move these around and you get a nice interactive preview of how that's going to look. When satisfied, click OK. Now, you're probably looking at that image and you're saying, well, what's so great about that? It looks, in fact, kind of obnoxious. Well, the gradient map on its own is generally too strong, but the best way around that is to actually blend it together with the underlying content. Blend modes mix two layers together based upon their color and tonal values. So when you use this technique, you get some pretty cool results. To change the blending modes, we could just click the pop-up menu here and try out different options. And here that silver is doing a nice aging effect. You can select other ones. And a cool method is to just select the Move tool and then use Shift plus to step through your blending modes, and you'll see different results as those mix. If you find one you like and it's just a little strong for your taste, back off the opacity until you get the desired results. And as you see here, we've got lots of different options for colorizing images. And I'll just turn a few of these on to give you some idea of what we've created. I really like this one. Here we're using a black to white to black gradient to create really an aging and a posterization. That was put in overlay mode, which creates a nice darkening effect, but soft light is also pretty good too. We could try out different layers here, and you see very different looks as these combine. Here we're using a nice white to red gradient in hue mode, which is just tinting the image. So, as opposed to doing something brutal with a hue saturation layer or overdone with a solid color, these gradient maps provide nice, gentle tone remapping based upon the colors and the tonal values. I find these to be very useful for quickly remapping the colors in an image and a nice way to unify several images together if using them on a website or maybe for a print campaign. For Understanding Adobe Photoshop, my name's Rich Harrington.